We are with Aaron Farrugia, Maltese politician. We are a web TV for teenagers made by teenagers. So, first of all, could you explain in simple words the role of a think tank association as the one you represent?
So I am the chairman of a progressive think tank in Malta, which has basically a purpose to serve as a platform to discuss policies, to discuss ideas. That's why the foundation is called Ideat. So our purpose is threefold. First, to debate ideas. So basically we debate policies. When government comes up with policies, we debate them with the public in general. The second platform we serve for is to create policy ourselves. So we act as a factory of ideas. We have different actors, stakeholders working with us to create policies for government and other entities. And the third platform we serve for is training. So ourselves, we give training, political training that is, political education to a number of people, being politicians, members of parliament, local council members, but even for the general public, should they like to have any training, particular training in politics, theory and practical.
Thank you. Malta and Italy as well are a kind of natural bridge between the two sides of the Mediterranean Sea. So what's the role that Malta actually has in this kind of situation, and what's your opinion about the country in the center and in the northern Europe that immigrants want to go in the majority of the times? Why are not we seeing northern Europe country in meeting like this, in your opinion?
When we speak about the Mare Nostrum, Italy and Malta come up our mind. Just yesterday in Malta, about with 200 and more than 200 people was coming in to seek refuge in our own country. Now there is a debate whether they should go to Italy or whether they should stay in Malta, but I believe the debate should be wider. So on the European Union level, we have been speaking about the possibility of having burden sharing responsibility. So what we are saying is that the numbers which come inside the European Union should be borne by the European Union, not just by Italy or Malta. So right now there is an arrangement to have maybe some people moving from one country to the other, but it's optional. It's not, strictly speaking, burden sharing as we would like to see it. So we are saying we can integrate these people in our own countries, but we need to have these people moving from one country to the other in the European Union, because this is a European Union problem, not an Italian one, not a Maltese one.
You attended a cultural exchange in the USA in your political experience. Could you describe your experience to us, and in your opinion, it could be possible to do something like this in the Mediterranean area?
Definitely we can. I spent more than 2 weeks in the United States during the presidential campaign in 2012 between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. I traveled to 4 states with 30 other young leaders, political leaders across the world. So this model can be applied definitely to the European Union, but especially to the Mediterranean. We have to find a common denominator, a common identity between the Mediterranean countries. That's why we are here today. So we have to seek this common denominator, this common identity, and definitely the best platform is to involve young people to have this possibility, to share their own experiences, to share their own potential and aspirations together with their counterparts in Mediterranean countries.
How can we make all these ideas really working and not remaining, as you said yesterday in the council, only signatures on paper?
Can you repeat that question, please?
Yeah, sure. How can we make these ideas really working and not let them remain only, as you said yesterday in the meeting, signature on papers?
Yeah, well, as you can see, I'm a realist, so rather than theory, I go for the practical. And what I said yesterday is that we have to realize the backdrop against which we are working right now. Unless we do that, we will do nothing. So first of all, we realize and we recognize the backdrop, the platform we are working on. Once we do that, we have to find, secondly, the common identity, the common denominators which we can speak about, and thirdly, find the right economic mechanisms to make things work. Most of the times we speak about peace before economic growth. Others say there should be economic growth before peace taking place. I say they need to go and work in parallel times. So this is the best way forward.